watching ghost towns round another bend. Tanks half empty, but I'm rolling, chasing dreams I'll never know. In this hard land, I've been searching for a place to call my own.
Broadcasting live from Site B, located in the superhero central that is Fresno, Nevada, a town that does not exactly exist. It's your boy, the oggm, back on the 5th day of March. It is Thursday, I want to say. I don't know. I lost a day somewhere, so I don't know. It's sunny but cold today, freezing, woke up shivering again, yeah, Southern California, it's always nice and warm. No, it's not. And today we are looking at the next character type for Vigilantes for Shadowdark, the martial artist, inspired by, who else? TJ Storm, yay! Now, if you're noticing that the icon looks a little different, I've decided to embrace my AI roots. So yes, I am an AI. I'm not a real person. Beep, beep, boop, destroy all humans. All right, here we go. I mean, people are going to say I'm an AI. I might as well embrace it, right? All right, let's see what I wrote about this and how many things I can find wrong. All right, the martial artists, exceptionally trained individuals who have dedicated their lives to mastering one or more hand-to-hand combat styles. Examples, Bruce Lee, TJ Storm. Hit dice 1d8. You got your starting gear, you got your abilities, martial arts, +1 to hit with unarmed melee attacks, and your damage increases as you gain experience and continue to train. Level 1, d4 damage. Level 3, d6 damage, and you gain an extra attack. Level 5, 2d4. Level 7, 2d6. Level 9, 3d6. Then we have Wuxia, the ancient Chinese art of wire work. It's +1 dexterity saving throws and armor class scales. And then we have signature moves. Each martial artist gets a specific type of signature move. You choose one. We've got Blazing Fist, Deadly Blow, Iron Skin, Misty Step, Stunning Blow, Slow Fall, and Parry. And then, of course, we've got our talents. So we're going to roll our stats on our favorite stat site. If you guys ever want the link to the stat site I use, please let me know. It's pretty simple. It's rolledadie.net. All right. And we've got a 13, a 9, a 12, a 12, an 8, and a 10. Let's go to our character record sheet and write those down before I forget them. 13, 9, 12, 12, 8, 10. That's kind of a sucky dex for a martial artist. Okay, we got our hit points. And our constitution gives us +1, so that's 9. Right? All right, so we're going to go look at our dude and see what we can see. All right, so with those stats, we got our +1 to hit with unarmed melee attacks, and your damage decreases as you gain. So we're doing a d4 plus nothing because our strength is 13. So 12 plus 2, 1d4. Okay, then we got our +1 to what did I say? Dex saves and armor class. Yeah, too many buttons. Yes, +1 to dexterity saving throws and armor class. Okay, and then since this guy's kind of a little on the, I think we're gonna take Iron Skin because he's stronger more than he is dexterous. So Iron Skin 3 times a day. I can raise my armor class 15 until the end of my next round. I should probably increase that. Yeah. Right. I mean, how long can you use the ability in this. If it's basically it's mage armor, right? So I think you can use it for 4 rounds, and right, 4 rounds. I have to look up mage armor in Shadowdark, but it's 3 times a day armor class. And then we're gonna roll a d6 to see what our bonus talent is. And we get a 2. And a 2 is gain an extra use of signature moves. So Iron Skin for 4 times a day. Not bad. 4 times a day, I can turn my armor class to 15. I'll add out the character record sheet. All right, so what's our martial artist called? +1 to C. And then Iron Skin for day. And we have an armor class of 15. Or is it 10 rounds? I'm gonna have to look that up. Then obviously we probably need some gear for our dude. Oh, we got a comment. Morning, bud. Morning, Swords and Stones. Thanks for dropping by to see us check out the martial artist. So this is the martial artist class. In the playtest, obviously, since everybody was, we didn't use the superpowered types, so just use these normal type characters. There are options for 5-color super mutant types at the end of the book, but we're focusing on more of the lower pulp style Shadowdark. We have Shadowdark, was a superhero role-playing game, such it is. A lot of this is based upon the skills and spells in Shadowdark and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just pretty simple. Oh, Swords and Stone teaches martial arts. Oh, like in a dojo at a school. I mean, send me the link and I'll advertise it for your town. Wherever you live. You could sponsor me. Swords and Stone Martial Arts sponsors the oggm. So there we go. Considering I worked on GURPS martial arts, I had to take everything I wrote and researched and did for GURPS arts, and then grind it up in the disposal, and then pour it out to make it fit on one page and fit Shadowdark. Shadowdark classes are much more streamlined than a lot of the other classes, right? Most of them have 2 or 3 abilities, and those abilities gradually increase as you go up in level, but there's no major, like a Shadowdark character compared to a 5e character, or even, some 3.5 characters, and definitely compared to like a Villains and Vigilantes character. So yeah, that was a lot of thinking. What do you think of the Shadowdark superhero martial artist? What is the name of our dude? And are they a criminal or a hero? What led them to study Iron Skin martial arts, which I might have to change because I got to look up how long mage armor lasts. I don't know. I didn't do that, or maybe I did. I don't know. It's hard to go back through this and look at it post playtest, post publishing, because I keep finding mistakes that I know I fixed. And I can't tell you how continuously frustrating it is to look at this and go, wait, I just fixed that yesterday. Why does Word hate me? Maybe Word is the secret supervillain of the entire campaign, right? The Dr. Doom of my superhero world is Microsoft Word. But I'm not alone. All right. I ran into somebody yesterday. It was the Troll Lord Games guy talking about trying to edit and spell check on Word and how many troubles he is having with Word. And I was like, oh my God, I met a fellow. I am not alone in these blasted lands of Microsoft Word, becoming increasingly dumber and harder to work with. It's at the point where it can't just be me and my dyslexia. Microsoft Word is out to. All right, that's enough silliness for today. If you haven't had a chance to pick up your copy of Vigilantes for Shadowdark, please let me know. It's available on drive-thru for $10. It's available for POD on Lulu for $15. I was going to put it on some other sites, but I couldn't find any. Biggest Geekest doesn't seem to be up anymore. And Giant Slayer Games. I couldn't find either of them. I could have put it on Itch.io, but I don't like Itch.io. They called me a Nazi, so I'm really not going to support Itch.io because they called me a Nazi. Yeah, so I guess DriveThru is the only PDF site left, which is kind of sad and weird. But the amount of money that DriveThru takes out of your sales is just heartbreaking. You know, I was up to like $150 in sales, but the actual money that I've made, nowhere close, nowhere close. But when it's your only option, right? Anyways, talk to you later. Have a great day. Please pick up a copy of Vigilantes for Shadowdark, $10 on DriveThru, and support the oggm. Shout out to our martial artist role model, TJ Storm.
Neon signs, they guide my journey. Broken streets and tired bars. Every stranger tells a story. Every corner hides a scar.